It's a secret. It's a secret lair. It's the next secret.
Not
lair.
anymore.
All right. So if you guys don't know how this works, we have the secret lair. We're going through. Let me see that bad boy. What do you got there? Doctor.
It's a Jamaican rum, I think. My wife bought it for something or other.
All right. So we have the secret lair. We're going to go through each secret lair drop, and we're going to tell you what the break point is. What the break point is, if you don't know what that is, it's how many it would take for this one to be profitable. By that I mean we like Magic, we like collecting, we like having cool cards for our collections. So you want to keep one of these for yourself. So it's basically how many does it take until you get one for free, and then from that point forward you could make money. So let's say, let's just take a specific drop. Let's say one costs $40 and the total amount that it's worth is like 75 after shipping and everything. What that would mean is that you couldn't buy just two, although you really could. That $5 would, cover it, but the two wouldn't cover it, because if you bought two drops, it'd be $80, and that's not including the shipping and fees there. So you'd have to buy three of them. So the break point would be 3. So after 3, you'd be making a profit. You'd keep one for yourself. So that's how this is going down. We're going to break this all down, kind of go through. What the hell? Damn it, Jeff. That's a Malort. Oh, no. Is that one Malort? That's one Malort. Yeah, it's one Malort.
That's one Malort.
Fuck me. All right. We'll do that in a little bit here, because
I guess we got to get to. We should do some stable first.
Okay, so we're going to go through this. We're going to tell you where the break point is. Lowry's going to read the cards. Then we're going to kind of go through it. Then at the very end, we will do the one spec to rule them all. So it's one spec to rule them all. So we're each going to pick one that if you just had to go deep on one, that is the one that we would go with. Yeah. So Lowry, let's get started. Let's not talk about the bundles starting off. Let's just get right into
just into the singletons.
Yep. So.
All right, so you have a foil and non-foil version of the Princess Bride IP, and you have 9 cards that come with it.
This is crazy how many cards.
That's pretty big. That's impressive. That's what she said.
I wish she said that.
So you have Princess Buttercup, Provincial Prince. I guess I just know her as Princess Buttercup, so I said that at the beginning, but whatever.
Oh, can I?
This is basically
kid can't even read
the 5 colors to say ability. But yeah, I guess I can.
All
right, can't even read.
It feels weird
when you hit it on yourself.
Call out myself. Yeah. So that's one of them.
All right.
I like the border, like it's borderless, but still has like the different arts within.
Yeah.
Like bubble arts.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the next one you have is Silence, which is basically
silence.
You know that. Anything with Fezzik in it, I'm gonna love. Andre the Giant was like legendary when I was a kid, so I'm all about that. You have Battle of Wits, which is something that we don't care about because you need 200 cards in it, but it's between Vizek and the pirate Roberts. And that scene, and then you have Vizian, sorry. Which is Baral, Chief of Compliance, which is spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. You have rodents of unusual size, which is pack rats, and that's the discard to make a rat size of as many rats as you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
but you can't have unlimited.
Like
you can't have unlimited of these. Wait. Oh no, it is. No. This is the one that you can't.
Right. It's just the one.
Yep.
That you discard a card to.
Like if this was the other rat that allows you to get. That you can have as many of them as you want in a deck, then these would go way up in price. But just the one, it's still cool. Like this is the best version of this rat. So, anyways,
and then you have Wesley, Dread Pirate Roberts, which is a skin of Finn the Fangbringer,
which is me. I mean, it's a good card.
Right.
The
it's
skin
usable.
Is cool. I like this a lot. But
we can talk about this part part at the end. But you have Fezzik, Rhyming Giant, which is Brian Stoutarm.
Yeah.
And then cool card, old school at this point.
Old school, yep.
You have Ingo, which is going to be Samit, voice of Descent. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Is
know,
that it?
was a little off for me, along with Buttercup. But then you have Miracle Max Unemployed, which is Marchesa the Black Rose. Perfect.
Yeah.
On that one.
Yeah.
Where you're bringing stuff back. Almost dead.
Almost dead. Yeah.
So
nearly
that's
dead.
fantastic.
Is it nearly dead? Nearly dead.
Yeah.
It's
been a long time.
No, it's a fantastic movie.
And so I think having it be 9 and having like I don't care that,
Mad Dad is
Wesley
saying I wish that it said inconceivable. I wanted to see if it said that. It does say it. He said one of the cards should have been inconceivable. It does have it right here. I was like, they can't miss inconceivable.
That's the line.
You need
right
it there. Yeah.
So
okay. So
I dig it. I like the set. 9 cards is perfect for something like this.
Right. And you don't have to do like a whole like subset of something. It's just a 9-card drop. And this ends up being one of the better drops because they're giving you 9 cards that are okay. Like there's nothing that's like crazy good. Like it's just out of control expensive.
It's not nearly as good as that Lord of the Rings Secret Lair that they did.
Come on.
But that's what I mean though, is that if they were going to go with that quality of card, you better have more than like know, 3 or 4.
That's a good point. If you would have done 9 cards with the Lord of the Rings old school stuff, then it would have been perfect. But yeah, they didn't do that. They went bad with the Lord of the Rings. This though, on the other hand, so bad. You're looking at non-foils. Let's start with the non-foil side. You're looking at there's only one card that's probably $10, but that's just taking into the account like what the cards they're representing. These skins are probably going to be more than $5 a piece. I bet you're probably going to get more than that. But if you take the bare minimum of you're comparing it to like cards, you're getting a value of non-foils of 50, and then after fees and shipping is 37. So your breakpoint 6. It's a little high on the non-foils, but that's kind of what we always say. Don't go for the non-foils unless you like really like those. Like if you're looking for profit wise, go for the foils. And this is why, because if you break all these down, they're between 10. Well, there's one that's a $5, which even in foil, I can typically sell Secret Lair foils for 10 plus. But I gave one of them 5. Everything else is 10, 16, 20. Silence is a $20. Oh, what did I write there? Oh, Silence has only 2 foil printings, Friday Night Magic and 10th edition. So they're really old and really not really old. 10th edition's really old. Friday Night Magic, I don't remember when that one came out, but that one's very rare. Those are 57 and 35, so I did not compare.
It should be M10.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, M10. 57 and 35. I put it at about 20. And then same with Pack Rat. Pack Rat actually had a Secret Lair, and so that one's an easy one to compare to. That one's hovers around 16 to 20 bucks. So all in all, foil version you're looking at 108 minus fees, which is about 21 bucks. You get to 87. So that's a breakpoint of 2 because you buy 2 of these for 40. That's 80 bucks. You're already $7 up. You get to keep the one for free. The other one pays for itself. So breakpoint 2 with having tons of these cards. A lot of these are legendary. So that's another thing I've been noticing with Secret Lairs is if you have a legendary creature, people want to pimp out their command. I like to pimp out my commanders. I want to get the most unique or coolest version of that commander. You're willing to spend more. And so they tend to go up higher, especially on these special versions. So this one, breakpoint 2 on the foils is where we're at with that. You're going to add something with stuff there, right?
I personally like this one. I plan on at least getting one. And I think this might come into consideration as well, as the Princess Bride is very well liked. Mm-hmm. Like people put it in their top movies of all time.
For sure.
And it's a really fun, old-timey, nostalgic movie. It's not as grandiose as Lord of the Rings by any means, and it doesn't have, I don't think, that width of fan base along with the movies and all that.
It's like a cult classic.
Going on.
It's a cult classic.
Right. It's a cult classic. People love it if they know about it. And I can see people potentially coming in and buying this one that aren't Magic players as well. So but again, not at the Lord of the Rings level by any means.
Right.
And there's a reason why they're putting this into, like, this is their shot for Princess Bride. Lord of the Rings is getting another re-release. They have a whole set. They have commander decks around it, and they're going to put new cards in, and like that. There's a lot there. So, but I like this. A lot
for sure. All right, Princess Bride. We broke that one down. Let's get to the next one. Then we move into another little IP thing here.
Doctor Who, the Dalek lands. You have a foil and non-foil edition, which is 40-30 respectively. This one has 5 cards in it. You have Concealed Courtyard.
Kaladesh.
What's up?
It's all the Kaladesh.
The Kaladesh lands. So if they come into play and you control 2 or fewer lands that come into play untapped. So you have Concealed Courtyard, which is black-white. Red-blue one with Spire Bluff Canal. Green-black one, which is Blooming Marsh. Botanical Sanctum, which is green and blue. And then Inspiring Vantage, which is red and white. I don't play these lands personally.
One more.
It is what?
Oh,
I said red, white. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Started with that. Sorry.
I was flying here. I'm just.
I thought I had it timed out perfect, hitting the right time. Yeah, that was good. Right. So
I think they look really good.
Yeah.
But what are we seeing?
I think this is the best, obviously our best version, because we haven't had a borderless version of these at this point. Doctor Who doesn't hit me anywhere, so none of this. I'm like, I'm looking at the art. That's all I'm looking at with this.
Yeah.
Your non-foils, you don't really have a breakpoint. Its value is about 40. With your big guy being Spire Bluff Canal, like that one's a $14 card. Everything else is sub $10. It's when you get into foils are a little bit better, because Spire Bluff in foil is a $27 card. Blooming Marsh, Inspiring Vantage, and Botanical Sanctum are each $14 to $16 a piece. The Courtyard, Concealed Courtyard is a sub $10 card as well. But when you take in all 5 of those, you get a value of 79 minus fees, which is about 18. You get 61. So what that means is breakpoint would be 3, because you need to buy 3 of these in order to get one of those
for
free.
free.
Yeah. Nothing stands out where it's like, the art's okay. Like, I don't know.
I'm not a Who guy, and I don't use these cards in my commander decks.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's a good point.
It doesn't pull anything for me. I will likely skip this one.
Let's hit the next Doctor Who. Now, there's probably some Doctor Who fans out there. I know number 2.
Oh, definitely. Number 2
is a Doctor Who fan, so it might hit them between the eyes with this. But this is all right. So we got what's the next one? Sorry.
Doctor Who, the Weeping Angels. There is a foil and non-foil edition, $40 and $30. This one also has 5 cards in it. First one we'll talk about is Angel of Serenity, which is Return to Ravnica, if I remember right. But ETB's exiling 3 cards from graveyards or play, and then if it dies, they come back into hands and stuff like that. You have Angel of the Ruins, which is 7. I don't even remember what. It's a plane cycling one.
Yeah. It's plane cycling.
Okay, I got that. So it's the ETB Exile Artifact and Enchantment one. That's from the Commander decks from a few years ago. Whoops.
What was the
pressing wrong stuff?
Blinding.
All right, next one's going to be Blinding Angel, which when it deals damage, that player has to skip their combat step. I dig that one. I at least play that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sublime Archangel. That one's dope, given everything Exalted. I like that one a lot. And then Restoration Angel,
which
ETB
was
at Flash,
a huge expensive card, but is no longer because they've reprinted it like crazy. Blinding Angel, the only thing that I had to note with that is it has 3 old foils ranging from 44 to 75. Those are the only foils of that one. But I did not put it at that. I put it at about $15, I think, for that. Non-foils, you're not even getting to 30. You're getting to $25, and that's before fees. Foils, on the other hand, we get to $59 minus fees. You're at about 48. So breakpoint is 6, which isn't good. You don't want to buy 6 of these to get one of them free and then start making money. That's just a little too
These
much.
are at least usable cards, I think. These are ones that I've played with. These are ones that I have two in a deck currently. Sublime and the Exiling Artifacts and Enchantments.
For you.
I'm just saying that they are at least usable in this regard.
I know. It's just
I'm still likely not going to buy this one. The only one that's really pulling me is Sublime Archangel. So maybe a single, but singles get so damn expensive and then it gets hard to justify buying it as a single.
Yeah.
So
so I'd say
I'll
that
likely pass on this.
the Doctor Who, which they do have the Doctor Who bundle, I believe, and we'll get to that later. The Doctor Who in itself kind of was a swing and a miss. They fit it in there, which is fine, but the cards they picked, not so much. So, all right, we move off of Doctor Who and we get into another IP.
Yeah, the Evil Dead foil edition and non-foil edition.
I'm excited for this one, actually. All
yeah,
right.
I mean, this one is the only spooky one that
one
they could claim in my mind.
Yeah,
but this one
that's
has 6 cards in it. You have Ash, Destined Survivor, which is Pure Steel Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one there. I don't know. I think I'd prefer this card to be a legend.
Yeah, I think you use it as.
But I get that you're equipping for free and you get the chainsaw there, so I get it.
It's doing
Destroy the Dead.
Give me a second.
Which is
I'll get over there. I had to refresh because page is going goofy on me. Come on, there we go. All right, Destroy the Dead. Go ahead.
All right, so you got Destroy the Dead, which is Vanquish the Horde, which is the destroy all creatures reduced by 1 per creature. You have No Buys Incantation, which is Zombie Apocalypse. I think that's fairly. This has even been longer from when I haven't seen this since college.
Oh yeah,
and so I think I was borrowing Heinzman's when he was out of town or whatever. So this is bringing back all the zombies. You have Linda, Kardashian Queen. What?
Kardashian Queen?
Can't you say that last name? Linda Kandarian?
There you go. I think.
Kandarian. All right.
I think Kardashian Queen is better.
All right, that's the Lich Queen. I like this one as well, but that's a cheap card.
Yeah.
And then you have Cabin of the Dead, which is
this is our moneymaker.
Field of the Dead.
Yeah,
oh, that's a good one.
This is our moneymaker right there. Yeah. And then
you
there's
got
one
a
more.
zombie token.
Zombie token. All right. All right.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Again, non-foils. We are looking at Field of the Dead is holding this. Well, it's holding this up for the whole drop. Like you feel non-foil foils. You get it's $22, the cheapest version of Field of the Dead. And so you're looking at $47 of value in non-foil minus fees. 37. So your breakpoint is 6. At least you have a breakpoint in the non-foil. Foils, on the other hand, Field of the Dead is a $35 card. You have a couple $15, $10 cards, a couple $5 cards. The zombie tokens I've been generally selling with Secret Lairs around that foils of them 10 to 15. If you can get a couple of them together, you can sell them for a little bit more. Obviously, get a little like a lot going. But this one value wise, $80 in foil, and then minus fees is 61. So your breakpoint is 3. So it's not bad. It's a breakpoint of 3 for this one. Field of the Dead is really holding this one up, but you are also dealing with another IP. So this could be a little bit higher.
IP type thing.
Yeah, this could go a little bit higher, but like you said, if some of these were more, we had one legendary creature.
Right. I think Ash should have been a legend. Like me and Mad Dad are on the same page here. Like not having Ash. I mean, hey, would you rather have it be a bad legend though? That's like hardly playable.
Right.
Like there's that Innistrad guy. I want to say he's a legend. He might not be though. But he like first strike and like whenever he deals damage to like a zombie, werewolf, or vampire, it destroys them.
That would be a bad one to use.
Might have been, but maybe that wasn't a legend either. So,
but I get what you're saying with
it'd be tough.
The interesting thing could be with these is what are the bonuses? Because could we get his chainsaw arm as one of the bonus things in this? Especially with all these IP ones, are they going to add a specific one like they did with The Walking Dead? Although The Walking Dead was new cards, Same with.
But he was holding the bat, and then the bat became the equipment, right?
No, doesn't his arm? It's been so long, but his arm gets cut off or whatever, and isn't it? Or is that?
Oh, you're talking about Ash. I'm talking about the Walking Dead, where
yeah.
Negan had the bat, and then the bat was an equipment, right?
Yeah, and
so here, Ash
Street Fighter was another one where they did the Hadouken fireball. That one was there, but those were unique cards. They weren't made yet, so these are skins. So they might not do that with this or any of these because they aren't brand new cards. So we'll see.
I would hope that they would do that, like just trying to get more IP in there. Yeah. I feel like that'd be a miss if you get another sliver. So
that's true.
I would.
Here's a sliver. Damn it. All right. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see. What are we at here? We got the Evil Dead. Oh, Creepshow.
Creepshow. What is Creepshow? Is that the?
So I never watched it because I was a Tales from the Crypt guy.
It's not that.
No, it's
not.
That's
what I was thinking. Okay.
No, it's like it's a similar thing to Tales from the Crypt. Kind of like I guess it's rival of that. So we got Creepshow.
Right. Well, this one has 10 cards in it as well.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It says 10.
They're flip sides.
Oh, that's all right. Okay, so this one you have Death Baron, which is 2/2, giving skeletons and zombies death touch, and 1/1. I like that. I can dig that. Backside is all right.
This
comic portion of it.
Gosh.
All right.
Come on, internet pages. It's not working for me.
All right. Second page I'm going to talk about is Noxious Ghoul, which is a 3/3. Did they have it be a girl? Because ghoul.
Okay, wait. There's the backside of Death Baron. Here comes the ghoul. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Noxious Ghoul. All right, and then you got the backside of them. So it's kind of doing like our serial ones that we had, the secret layers with the serial stuff.
Yeah. At least I can read this. So, but it's on the backside. Serial ones you could read too. But this is the one whenever you have a zombie come into play, all non-zombies get -1/-1.
Yeah.
So this seems like it's going to be very. I didn't pre-look at this. So, because
this is all new to you right now.
This is you. Yeah, it's just as exciting for me as it is everybody watching. This one's Zombie Master. So giving all your zombies swamp walk. And, that is old school.
Regeneration, right? Isn't it regeneration? Yep. Yeah, regeneration on there.
Oh man, reprint Unholy Grotto. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think
it's Grotto.
Yeah,
I don't know. It sounds so proper. It just makes me want to punch me. So yeah, Unholy Grotto. That would be a first reprint in my mind. I dig that, and I like the comic stuff on the backside. I don't know if I love it, but I like it. And then you have Grim Grin, Corpse Born. That's the legend one. Well, I guess he is a legend, but you got to sacrifice a creature, untap, and 1/1 counter on him. I could dig that. I like that that's in there. And that's the crew of 5.
Yeah. So this one, we'll have a lot of stars on there. Yeah, actually, Grotto, 1 foil. The 1 foil is at $60. So did not put it at that. I put it at about 20. Zombie Master has 0 foils from what I could see. Unless there's some judge ones that I couldn't pull up. I was looking for it.
I don't think so.
I could not find anything with Zombie Master. So that's 0 foil. So I went with that one as well as $20. And the Noxious Ghoul has 1 foil at 34. I did not put it at that as well. I put it at about $20. And then Grim Grin is actually probably the best one to use as your commander. And I have that at 20. And it could go higher because you could use it as your commander. That's all foil. I'm talking non-foil side. What did we have? 48. Breakpoint was 5. So your total value after fees was 38. For foil side, you're at 88, and after fees is 72. So your breakpoint is 3. So that's pretty good. 3 of these, and I'm probably putting this on the low side, because
I think so.
Grim Grin could probably go higher. The first time printing of foils, the one-time printing of foils, those could go higher than what I'm thinking.
Right.
But I like to underestimate so that I get happy when I'm like, oh, it actually is doing a lot better than I was thinking. So this one's pretty good. Breakpoint 3 for foil, and we actually have a breakpoint for non-foil, which is good. Breakpoint 5. So, right. So then we get into our really kind of our last one. I mean, we had the lands. We'll really quick talk about the basics.
We don't
everything.
have to.
Well, I'll just mention what I always mention with
but
those lands.
Artist series, John Avon. You have a foil, non-foil edition, $40 and $30 respectively. 4 cards in this one, and this one is stupid. Good.
This one's
Pause. Good.
stupid.
It's crazy. All right. You have Emrakul, the Promised End, which is the one that's reduced by a cost for each type.
Only
in
has
your graveyard.
one printing. This is
This is insane that it's even in there, by the way. But all right. And then you have Sarah Angel.
Hell yeah. Well,
I mean, everybody loves it.
I know, but I mean, that's
nostalgic,
that
but
was
I don't
really
even...
good back in the day. Now it
was really good.
It's terrible, but back in the day, this was amazing.
And then we have Brainstorm, which is at least the second Secret Lair printing of it. So you had something to go for. Then you have Progenitus, which is 3rd or 4th reprinting of that. Probably 4th, at least. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. And that'd be it. But I mean,
well,
Emrakul.
Well, we both.
Well,
all I have to say is Emrakul. So, cheapest version is $65. So just there's that. You can't get this any cheaper than $65. Foil, non-foil, because it's only had the one printing. I'm guessing when this comes out, because I think we're gonna get a lot of this. That'll get down to about 40. Everything else,
you think just a ton of people are gonna buy this one because it makes cheaper than getting the single? Yeah, well,
I mean,
people are people sometimes, and
that is a good point. People are people. But yeah, so $40 is where I'm thinking this one will be for non-foil. At least right away. I guess I should say that in the beginning too. When you're looking at these breakpoints and all that, this is normally a 10 to 16 month. You got to let it mature, and that's from when you get it, not when you buy it. It's when it actually arrives to you, because then everything gets flooded. You get all these hitting the market, and then you have people that will buy it for their collections, and then eventually it trickles down and the price gets up to where I'm kind of talking about. The foil version, the cheapest version that is out there for foil, is $139. I don't think it's going to be there, but I do think this is going to stay pretty high. I put it at 80 because it's got to be higher than the non-foil, right? But I'm not sure. Like, I really don't know where this is going to go.
As a Commander player, I have one of these. You can, good for you. But I do plan on buying this one in foil, just so I have a foil version of it, and then I can flip the non-foil that I have. And this might be the one that I spec on.
Yeah.
But this one, it's crazy. It's a crazy good card.
So you take into that account, you take in Brainstorm, Sarah Angel, Progenitus, the special, game day promo, whatever we spec'd on it a while back. That's going for about $20. A little bit more than that, but I think this one will be $20.
I haven't moved it. I still have all mine.
I sold all mine. Or traded it. Oh, good for me.
Oh, good for you.
So in non-foil, you're looking at roughly a after fees total value of about 55, maybe higher. It depends on where this settles. Like, I don't know if it's going to settle at 40 or maybe it goes a little higher, but that's a break point of 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is where I have that. Obviously, your foil, you're over $100. You're at like 105 after fees, and your break point's 2. Like, you buy 2 of these, you sell one Emrakul, and it pays for everything else. So this one's like the home run of the set. I'm not telling you this is where you need to go, because you're going to probably steal this for one spec, but whatever.
You let me have it. I don't know if I would.
We'll see.
I'm still debating in my head. I can think and talk at the same time.
Well, we still have 2 more, and I'll do this while you can think some more and maybe get your Malort ready, because we got to do a Malort shot. So the last 2 is, I keep mentioning this. We used to pay more attention to these. Meditations of Nature. These are basic lands. These are pretty. I like them. They might go. No, they won't go in my Eureka deck, because I was going to say it kind of has that Asian feel to it. but I already have the Kamigawa ones, so those won't take over that. And they're not quite full art. They're nearly dead. They are nearly full art. Whoops, I was putting it in my cart. I did not want to put it in my cart. I meant to do this. All right, and then we have the Pixel Lands, which they did pixels before, but they were snow covered. Now we're getting Pixel Basics. So are you going to be playing these with the other ones? No, because most likely you're playing snow covereds with just snow covered. So they're not really fitting together, but they are pretty. I do like them. But how I typically say, non-foils, you're looking at $5, maybe $10 each, and foils, you're at 10 to 15 for your basic lands and everything. So that's where we're at with all those. They end up being okay. They just aren't big sellers anymore. We get special basic lands in almost every set, and I used to love them so much. I love basic lands because you can use all these in different decks, but to spend a bunch of money on it, I wouldn't on this.
I think that's the big thing. Like, these are they look really good. I agree. The problem is that $30 or $40 price point.
Right.
And if they're basic lands, I either need more of them or less money.
Right. And that's
so
it's really because of how much they put them in standard sets. They're everywhere now. Now the full art foil,
but the standard spot is where you want to put the basics,
right? But
because again, if I want to at least have 4 apiece, I'm spending $120 on basics, which just is unreasonable. You know what I mean? I have to be going goo goo gaga over it. I've only done that twice. You know, I did that for the.
Is that why you have 2 kids?
Well,
I'll give this to myself. I'll give that to myself.
That's fine. No, I mean, I did it with the synth lands and then like the pirate swamp lands and stuff like that. So like they have to be crazy good for me to spend that much money on. And I use them. I'm going to use them.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the best use of money.
Yeah. Okay. So before we get into the bundles, I'm just going to say this. If you do the all bundle, you get everything all at once, everything that's there, foil, non-foil, you save $117. If you get the foil one, you save $61. Non-foil, you save $44. Doctor Who, if you get the foil and non-foil, you save $30. Same with the Avon cards, the lands, and the Princess Bride, you'll save $26 on foil. Non-foil $19, and then they have a package of all just the lands. Again, you save $26 on foil, $19 on non-foil. So the bundles, I'll probably do the foil one to save some money, and then I'm gonna go deep on 1 to 2 of these drops. That being said, Lowry, which one? Let's do one spec. Here we go.
In the common tongue, it says one
spec
to rule them all. One
spec
to fight them. One
spec
to bring them all.
Giving you time to think.
The darkness.
I think I'm there.
You got it?
Okay. I know what I want.
All right. So you got one choice, Lowry. You have to put all your marbles in one basket. Which one would you?
Thanks for aging us. Yeah. Marbles. Nobody plays marbles. We didn't even play marbles. I'm gonna go, if I'm going to spec and buy more than one of these, it would be Creepshow.
Creepshow. All right.
Right. Foil Creepshow. Reason being is that zombies are highly played. They're still made new zombies and stuff like that. Grimgrin doesn't do much for me because he's not going to be the premier zombie guy to be used, but that's fine too. But the first foil printings of cards is huge.
That is a good point.
And I think just the usage is going to be there.
It has that double side stuff too, which is very unique and nice. Right. Yep.
And like you're saying, the cereal boxes is a decent comparison, and those have gone up quite a bit too. Like, they weren't affected by reprints. Italy would have been the best, the best version of that spec if you were to do it again.
You son of a bitch. You're a son of a bitch.
But like here, I think they are used cards. They're lords. They're zombie decks are all over the place if you went and looked. So I have no problem using them, playing, like selling them, like they're going to be used forever and ever. Amen.
Yep. And these, and I'll add into that is that these will be the premium version of them. You know, no matter, like you said, even if they get reprinted, these are the best version of that, and they're very unique. And yep, I gotta agree. Hey, you threw me off there.
Did I steal yours?
Well,
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say, because that's my.
I mean,
likely.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of cheat. I'm gonna cheat.
All right.
If you're talking specifically financial, I want to make some money and try to come out ahead. Like for a $1 to duels line, what would I buy on the $1 to duel lines? I'm going to go with the John Avon stuff. I'm a little disappointed that they weren't full art.
Cool.
But Emrakul just kind of seals the deal. You really, you could just sell Emrakul and make your money, make more money than you paid for the $40 for this. If
you could buy 100 of them and end up having 100 brainstorms and make money and have one Emrakul as well. But
there you go. But if you're talking like the wild card of this, I think the Princess Bride one. I think that one is, there's so many in there, and it could be really, really expensive. The cards down the road, like those, you know, a year or 2 years down the road, all of those could be, I could see easily $20, $30 a piece. And then that one ends up being the most expensive. But if you were to tell me right now, I need to try to make this line of my $1 to duels to go bigger, I would do the John Avon one. So, but I like the Creepshow one as well. I think you have a good point there with the first foil printings, because if they get anywhere close to those first foil printings, then that breakpoint is an easy 2. If, you know, like that's going to be close to the most expensive one. So, all right, we did it. We got through.
We did it.
We got through. We got to do a Malort.
An hour. Yeah.
It's a secret. Again, the breakdown of all of these drops will be in the details below after tonight. You can't look right now because I haven't put them up there yet. But after tonight, I will pop those up there. And if you guys are listening, you can jump on the YouTubes and check out. If you don't even want to listen to or watch the video, you can just jump on there and look at the breakdown of everything, or just keep rewinding and listening to that part over again to see what we had for that. But I'll put those all up there. Now it's time for Malort. We got to repay our debts.